Hello and welcome back to the 100-person Rimworld colony. Quite a lot has changed, and let's just recap what's happened so far. Work continues, some of this is from the future, but generally speaking, a lot of the rooms have been more specialized, and a lot of our systems have become more robust as we go along. Still not perfect, but we're getting there. First off, if you haven't had a psychic drone on 100 male colonists, I don't recommend getting one. A very high psychic drone that's negative 30, so it was about 48 hours of just this. Just constant clicking, pausing, and it looked like Cain and Abel out in the fields. It was insane. But we managed to get through that, and honestly, it could have been worse. But just some of it is absolutely absurd. The triage was completely full, and I would not recommend... If you want to enjoy the game, don't get 100 colonists. Fascinating social relationships they have. So I renamed some of them, as you've suggested, for our cleaners, Roomba and Human Vacuum, and Bob Ross on our artist, who's addicted to Wake Up. The next big project was the fridge. Some of this I have to change around in the video, because there's a couple little weak points in here, but yeah, honestly, it was just a massive loss of big toes among our miners. They got some hypothermia, but nothing really too bad. And I tried to micro them as much as I could. Unfortunately, when they're in the middle of a task, they'll just keep going till the end, until they get, like, moderate hypothermia. So you have to keep on watching them. But it's not so bad. And now we have all of our food all the way. Really, those three coolers work in unison very well. And gotta be careful with these roof zones, because, you know, you don't want to go under mountains. Anyway, what else? Food in these other areas, because I just had way too much food, like in the tens of thousands. It's insane. Other than that, we're just trying to make everything more robust. I replaced some walls with granite as we get time. You know, just generally speaking, the thicker you can make your walls and the more heat you can add, more temperature control, the safer you are. You want to make like an artificial environment. And this is going to be the next big project for today. Triple wall. You just got to spam the defenses. It's really your only option when you don't have a lot of technology. But speaking of which, we did try to upgrade our research really a little too soon, and the main limiters here are gold and components. So we had to go out into the rest of the world, form a few new colonies. I tried skimming off the mountains, but I really just can't find any other metals. So I sent out a few parties. And they got a few things, plasteel, but not much else. Alright, so my objective for today is to make sure that Randy doesn't kill me in one of his many variety of ways of killing people. That, and I want to show you some of my colonists up close, because they have come quite a long way. They are much stronger. Pretty much everybody's just making progress in his or her own skill area. Our constructors are up to level 8, some of them, so they won't mess up construction anymore. Human Vacuum is our cleaner, has not gotten any skills yet because it just cleans all day. The farmers are on 6 or so, so they should be able to plant heel root, hopefully in the spring. They'll get a little bit more skill, and then we'll actually get some medicine back because we're down to like 58. But yeah, everyone's just making progress on his or her own area of expertise. Our researchers, too, I've limited in number, and they are now at level 8. They're grinding research pretty fast. And why do we have dirt there? We should not have dirt there. I'm just going to put down some sandstone tile really quick. So anyway, the ways that Randy could kill me. Randy could kill me with temperature. He can't really anymore. We are in volcanic winter right now, which isn't great. But, no, we might need to use sandstone for some of the rest of this. I doubt he'll kill me with temperature because I've got heaters inside. I've got refrigeration taken care of, and I have a few other mechanisms. I have extra heat over here. I could get rid of the chimney and make it into a backup heat supply. So I've got a good number of resources at my disposal to keep myself insulated. What other ways can he kill me? He could kill me with a giant plague. Right now, if we got a plague, we'd still be sitting ducks, I think, because we have very little in the way of triage. We don't have sterile floors down, and we need to get those ASAP, so let's put down some sterile tiles. In our newly moved infirmary, I took it away from here because this area just wasn't very well insulated. We have the workshops over here, but they can always just leave the workshops. Eventually, we'll move those too. Maybe move these back into one big insulated room. Stockpiles are still as they were. What else? Randy could kill us with a military raid. We've pretty much prevented all infestations because we've been meticulously careful not to build under any mountains, or where we do, to cool them enough that we can prevent it for sure. Builder 6 failed. That's fine. He's getting better anyway. What other things could Randy kill me with? It's pretty much just been a guessing game since the very beginning. Volcanic Winter, I will admit, is not that great, but we have diversified our power grids, so hopefully we'll still be able to keep at least some power for all of this as it's striking. We're down to 49, 50 degrees Celsius. The target temperature is about 70 here, so I am going to want to get more power growing. But you know what? We also are going to want to... It pains me to say it, but we've got to move these power sources out into our fields. Like, we can't keep them inside. If I had one area in here, but I also don't want to get raided from the inside by like drop pods or something like that too. So I've got to move out a lot of these solar panels until we can get some advanced defenses. Anyway, we need to rely on these primitive defenses right now because the only thing that I can give all 100 of my colonists right now to defend themselves are like maces and bows, like not even recurve bows, but short bows. So that's just gonna glance off the armor of any mechanoids that come in and attack us. So I really don't, I don't want to give them all that. I mean, eventually we do want to give them at least that, but I think massive spike trap spam is just as good as anything else right now. So we're gonna have them come in here, then down this hallway, then down here, but we're gonna need to be careful to check the pathing so that they are actually led down this hallway. And I figure that this is probably enough to kill a couple of mechanoids. We'll keep on building out, but I just don't have many options. Other than that, our research is coming along fine. We have hospital beds coming up next. We have a tantrum. We do want to prevent that. Well, he's not near anything expensive, so it's actually quite fine. But we want to prevent, or we want to get better technology soon, but only if we can scale it up. So we want to get a multi-analyzer, but I've done a couple of like scouting trips out to nearby places, and I can't seem to find the gold that I need for this. So I'm waiting for a trader, because I honestly think that's going to be the best bet. It's getting too cold in the year 2 to send out caravans. I don't want to take any risks and send out other people. So we've got we could do transport like that. I don't know. I mean, multi-analyzer, 20 golds. Just wish that we had the gold. We need to find the gold somewhere, though. But I've been going through the mountains trying to see if there's any other deposits of precious metals in there that we could use. What else? So, for today, I'm pretty much just preventing diseases by upgrading my infirmary and hospital. We're going to get hospital beds and then use spam to protect ourselves until we tread enough water that we have decent technology again. So at this point, I've got 56 colonists idle. I'm going to give them a task of just hauling a massive amount, or even cutting down the rest of these forests. Okay, so let's just take a quick tour of the base overall. Whether or not this was actually going to work, I'm less concerned with right now. I'm just more concerned with upgrading the efficiency, we really need gold. That's the main thing. So I'm just going to keep on spamming defense until we get a trade ship and we can get some gold. Otherwise, I'm basically locking myself in this room until we manage to find that. Anyway, here is our dining room / rec room. We have a couple of different sources now. It's more beautiful, so it's even better than it was before. Are we at... Okay, we're at extremely impressive still. How is our infirmary? Our infirmary 2 is very impressive. And we have a good number of sterile tiles. I've also installed the heater in here since we were having a problem with hypothermia in our last infirmary, which that is now just completely abandoned. It's 35 degrees in that outdoors. It's 14. And in this area, it's 60, 68, 69 degrees. 52 there, 58 over here. So they're pretty comfortable in their sleep. And we're getting even more insulation going as we go through here now. Our refrigerator's not that nice, but it is there and it's holding everything and it's solidly keeping the temperature down, which is the main thing that I wanted it to do, so that's fine. We'll keep on mining through here if we can find some other, I don't know, just deposits of anything, because there's got to be some gold in this massive area. There's got to be. We did find a new pocket of something over here, so I'll have them mine that out as well. But I'm thinking just keep on building this. We'll combine these rooms and just make a really thick wall so that it's unattractive for them to try to burrow through this wall. Though I'm wary that that may happen. My main fear is that they'll come through these doors or something like that. I know that there's a cost algorithm that they go through to see whether or not it's attractive to go into some of these rooms. So we might have to keep one room out here that's just open to the air. And everything is starting to die from the cold. Okay, then right on time with the temperature and insulation. Human vacuum, what are you doing? Okay, he's cleaning dirt outside. That's fine, whatever. Go back. Just don't get yourself killed. Man. So let's just wall this off with some very thick granite walls. And it looks like we're pretty much running out of granite, so I don't really want to wait for them to make the rest of this. Nor do I really want to open ourselves up to this outside world right here. And I'm kind of running out of options. So, I don't know. I might have them do a massive haul of the granite back inside. Either that or just use sandstone, which seems a bit more attractive now that I think of it. Okay, so what I want my colonists to do next is just basically make this infirmary incredibly long so that any doctors can just, you know, go along here and we can have like 50 beds at a time. We're going to need 50 hospital beds too, for which we're going to need even more materials. It never really ends. We will have to do another, like, gathering trip in the spring because we are just running low on supplies in this entire place. Eventually we're going to exhaust the map of materials because I really don't think that this game was built to sustain so many pawns. And if I were to do it again, I would probably do a 400 by 400 area. Minor break risk by 32. Actually, that's not that bad. It just always rushes on me like a storm whenever I see it. Now, why are the muffalo... Are you the wild muffalo? Okay, these are the wild muffalo. We're going to beat this muffalo to death. Hopefully the rest of the group won't see... Okay, the rest of the group is not getting angry, so we're fine. Food binge on Hauler 7 is quite alright. You know, we might end up connecting this area to the rest of the fridges. Please don't get angry at us, other muffalo. Please. Okay, there we go. Let's attack it to death. Great. Okay, no one saw. Alright, everybody go back to what you were doing. Major break risks, unhappy. Some of them have started taking off their clothes because they've gotten out of condition, but we are making dusters now, and dusters do cover the entire body. They're fantastic clothing items, so we should be fine with that. We'll finish this off. Okay, good, we got sandstone going here now. We have enough food. Let's keep on focusing on expanding the infirmary. We want to get as many beds as we can. And also not running out of wood would be positive. But we've got enough people that any major task, despite all the, you know, inefficiencies, they get it done in one day. But they're kind of working as one cohesive unit right now. Which is more or less how I want them to be acting at this point, when we have a food surplus stored up. Okay, we're going to go for long-range mineral scanner next, because I need it for, well, minerals. That's what I just said, so I'm going to do it. Let's also lead enemies down into this room, because I want to keep one room as outside, but I want to avoid having enemies, you know, try to break into these granite doors as they come down this pathway. So I think if we have, like, a dummy room like this, they should come here. I think they might be attracted to beds as well. So that would make these more attractive targets, but they need to get through several layers of granite doors if they want to get to that. So hopefully they'll come along this way instead. Anyway, I guess I'll put in granite. I'll try to use granite as much as I can. Actually, I might have to switch to sandstone doors for these last ones. But let's do that. And we'll keep a completely open path to us. And then if we put in wood spikes here, 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 and here, and here, or not there, that's probably enough for the spike always. That should be enough to keep us alive. Okay, great. Sad wander food binge, that's fine. Alright, you know, we might make it through this. Once we get that long-range mineral scanner, too, I didn't realize that this would be such a valuable purchase. But once we get that gold, I thought a trader would come along. Yeah, it's all just gonna come rushing on at once. But then we'll finally be able to make guns. Okay, at this point, we just want to arm up our pawns. We gotta give everybody a bow or some sort of weapon just so that they can defend themselves. Okay, we got Mad Ibex. We got a single Mad Ibex. I'm surprised that wasn't a whole herd. Come on. Everybody join in against the Ibex. Wait, is it a herd? It may be a herd. One Ibex. How many is enough? This is just gonna be a bunch of Ibex Rams come out of nowhere. Come on, don't kill Builder 5. Alright, it doesn't look like that there are any other Ibex Rams. It's too bad that we couldn't use them for target practice. Oh, no. Do not do that. We want them all to melee attack. We don't want friendly fire. There we go. Okay, the Ibex Rams are down. Colonist needs rescue. Oh, it was more than one. It was all the Ibex Rams. Okay, well. Thank you, then. Let's do that. Hauler 5, you rescue Miner 8. We'll just leave his bow there. Hide in room cook 9. That's fine. Sad wander. Okay. Let's find the rest of the Ibex Rams. Nope, I guess that was it. Alright, well, they all did go crazy, so that's another Randy disaster averted. Let's get one more wall on the outside of this. They can build that wall from the outside. And then I don't think I'm going to dare to go any further than that. But you could, if you wanted to. But I don't know if they would get pathed down that large a hallway anymore. Okay, at this point, I don't really want to give up a lot more researchers, but I have to rush this long-range mineral scanner so that we can manage to get that gold, because I haven't seen any traders come along here. I'm going to put in one more high-tech research bench, and at this point, we're doing more sterile flooring in here. We've also got another light, and I don't think that we can afford all the hospital beds because they just cost so many components. Components and steel are going to translate to each other, but, I mean, if we could just keep using this trick where we send miners out in caravans to have them get materials, that would probably be the most helpful thing to us. Other than that, we're finishing off the wall. Everybody's gradually bringing the food in, so that this food should stay fine throughout the winter. It's just frozen in here, so, you know, as long as we put a roof over it, we're fine. So I figure we were going to lose everything in the field, so... Hey, you know, we did all right. This corn is not doing well. This corn will probably die. That's fine. Major break risks. Now, what are causing the major break risks? Recreation unfulfilled, unsightly environment, slept in the cold. In the cold? 54 degrees in here. Okay, we may be running out of power. That's a new issue all of a sudden. We're in volcanic winter, but we are getting some sunlight. I don't know. I'm going to spend my last components on a research bench and maybe, like, another solar panel. Because solar panels, despite the fact that we're in a volcanic winter, we're still getting a lot of solar power. So we may as well keep diversifying by building more, I suppose. That and maybe, I don't know, even wood-fueled generators. There's a couple things that we could do. Maybe I'll build, like, 1 or 2 hospital beds, too. Just because... no, I don't want to give myself a components shortage. Let's stop there. And then just go for the gold right after that. We're gonna have to grind, but that's what a lot of this amounts to. Okay, so we just got up the rest of our power grid, and the outside is 27 degrees Fahrenheit, but on the inside it's a nice, cozy 61 degrees. Well, that's not really, that's actually pretty chill. But at the same time, well, we got 69 degrees in the hospital ward, which is really more important because people who come into the hospital might be hypothermic. So ideally we want to prevent them from getting more hypothermia by being in the hospital, which had happened to me before. This area is also, it's roofed, but it's outside. I really hope that enemies don't just drop pod in there. I probably should think more about that. But, I mean, what are the chances on such a huge map that, I know it's going to happen if I say this, but what are the chances that on such a huge map they will drop pod right in this little section right here? Or if they do, they'll be right... I'm just going to stop talking about it and hope that it doesn't happen. 23 degrees Fahrenheit, that's fine. Now, who is hypothermic? Sometimes people do go off. I should probably be bringing people in for the winter now. And we might just all start staying inside tomorrow. Okay, you just beat him up, and now you bring him back. Hopefully you aren't hypothermic too. Okay, great, this guy's fine. We'll allow them to get that. And now our transport pod crashed. Okay, an evangelist named Clark is probably not going to survive long, but he has a nice rifle. Holy cow, okay. Somehow we're getting someone. I guess for the volcanic winter, this kind of makes up for that. Let's grab... We'll capture... No, we can't capture him. We'll set up a bed somewhere else, I guess. Let's get a prisoner bed going. Can somebody give up their bed for the night? I'm going to give up this person's bed, and let's just put Clark in there. We're going to have to give him a better room. Honestly, I don't really want other colonists, but let's just see what he's got. Capture him. He could be more trouble than he's worth, but he's got, he is also bad at he is exactly the same as everybody else. Okay, he will fit in perfectly. He's an ascetic who is in extreme pain. Death and fight. We probably won't even get him back in time, though. Does he have anything on him? Cloth pants? You know what? I hate to say this, let's just strip him. Like, he will fit in, but for me... Take his LMG, take his pants. And a squirrel just went and... of course, a squirrel would go insane right out there. That is silly. Okay, you know what? You just melee attack that squirrel, and hopefully you'll win it. If you don't, though, I'm going to send in backup. Researcher 4. Well, you have been doing research for this whole time. I don't know if you'll be ready for combat. Even if it's squirrel combat. Who is that? The miner? I was going to send out the miner to go get him. That squirrel. Jump to location. Tantrum. Researcher 5. Researcher 5 is upset that Researcher 4 is in a fight with a squirrel. Didn't I just draft someone? We'll make this not be a prisoner bed anymore. Yeah, there's definitely somebody in there that I've... Oh, well, it was one of the miners. I will have to check them. Please beat the squirrel. Okay, great. He did beat the squirrel. No longer will you have to stay out here. And he also has minor hypothermia. Just minor hypothermia, so he'll be fine. You can go back. Okay, there were my miners. Okay, he's bringing the squirrel back, and the short bow is coming back. Great, so everything is done here, and we have an LMG. Sorry, Clark. See ya. Okay, that was immoral. Let's get more beds for in here. Maybe one... no, we don't even have enough components left for one hospital bed. We're going to need that long-range scanner. Okay, we're just going to keep on grinding up to the long-range scanner until we get that. Pile up these beds, too. Oh shit, Researcher 4 died. I thought he would make it back alive. Alright, we're gonna get a grave. We'll keep the grave as close as possible, though. This is a major bad thing. We'll give them a sarcophagus, too, actually, because they will visit this, and it'll make them happy, but, shit. Damn, we're gonna get corpse obsessions now when people get, shit, we're gonna get corpse obsessions when people get upset now. That sucks. Alright, well, maybe it's gonna give them a variety of I don't know if that actually contributes to variety of recreation, but if it does, then they will have something else to do. That is quite unfortunate. Alright, just barring the worst things that could happen, let's bring everybody back inside. Okay, so Researcher 4 died. Died on the 9th of December, 5500. Alas, rest in peace. Title, expression... I can't even read that. Alright, well, they will now visit him whenever they need to. What are you doing? Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to deconstruct that. Okay, there we go. Good, so now they have a sarcophagus, so now they have a crypt. So that's what this room should be designated. Tomb, here we go. Okay, so then they will come in here. Let's make this room a little bit nicer, because they are going to spend some time in there. They'll all be kind of upset that a colonist died, but if it's just one, we can manage it. Oh, no debuff here. Maybe because he got a crypt, they're not upset. That's probably wrong. Okay, let's just do more sandstone tiles. Let's just put sandstone tiles down everywhere. Sandstone seems to be the one material of which we still... that is false, actually. You know, I'm going through with it anyway. And let's do some lamp in there so that it's not dark. We're gonna actually make this a decent room now. Okay, I'm still grinding up toward, you know, that doesn't halt despite the fact that a researcher is dead. And where is another builder? I need a builder to finish off this chair. You can go do something else for a second. Where are my builders at? Where are my builders? I need, there we go, builder 3, you walking all slow. Okay, builder 7 is coming along, so he should finish that off. You stand by at the ready for when he finishes off your, god damn it. Somebody else sat in the chair. Come on, builder 7, go away. No, stop researching. Everyone stop researching, please. Okay, we finally got our research back. So we're almost there to long-range mineral scanners. We got 99 out of 100 colonists. Nobody seems to be upset about this guy's death. This is weird. I've never used crypts before in the past, but nobody's upset about his death. Insulting spree on artist 1. We gotta stop that. Alright, he's getting punched. He's getting punched down. Yeah, there we go. Alright, when we do get that, we're going to send out another mining party, because we're at the 9th of December, but it should be spring again. So Nigel Thornberry, turn around and punch that man. Great, okay. Were you the one I drafted for that? No, he's just running around insulting more people. We do have enough power, that's good. But we'll send out a party, and then we'll see if we can get some gold, more components, more steel, and just any other stuff that we can find. I'm really, really desperate for this gold. Okay, and we just got access to the long-range mineral scanner, but the problem I just realized with it is the fact that if we want a long-range mineral scanner, we are going to need advanced components. So I need more things that I don't have to get things that I don't have. So I don't really know what to say at this point. I could send out a caravan. I kind of want to wait till spring, though. We've got a few more days till spring hits, so I figure I'll just do that. In the meantime, though, you know what? Like, we're defended from the outside for right now, as far as I can tell. For the foreseeable future. So, I think I'm just going to have everybody join together and in groups have them start to shoot the local wildlife, because I want them to have enough shooting skill so that when we do eventually have advanced machinery to use to defend ourselves, we can then actually aim right, because what's the point of being a bunch of stormtroopers who can't aim? Colonist needs rescue. Where? Who? Everyone's fine. Okay, nobody needs rescue. Unless if I'm missing somebody and we're gonna have another dead guy next. Like you, Cook 3, or who was it? No, it was Builder. No, Builder 1 made it. Research 4. We didn't really even need any more researchers, though, let's be honest. I've not seen anybody get a mood debuff from that, but let's, you know what? We have so many colonists idle. Let's just send them... Oh, I have a better idea. Wait, no, they'll hunt things individually if I send them all off to hunt. Alright, then you're all getting drafted, and you're all going to go out and shoot a squirrel together. This will take care of a lot of the idleness, but I don't really see the point of having them do other jobs if they're gonna suck at military stuff for a while. So we may as well just have them continue off with this. Either that, or we could have them make a massive number of wooden spike traps, which I will probably do again right after this. Okay, everyone shoot that squirrel. Let's see if they fall prey to massive friendly fire. They did not. Okay, so as long as they were in a group, they were okay. I know that if they're aiming over a guy's shoulder, if they're right next to him, they're okay, but let's just see the... Oh, no, 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 no. I did not want that. How many of you have guns and how many of you don't? Alright, you know what? We're going to use this time to just figure out who needs guns. Everybody come inside. We're going to give you all guns. Or bows, not guns. Okay, I think that everybody in our colony, or just about everybody, has a bow at this point. I gave Legolas the LMG, because I think it'll be easy to remember that Legolas has the LMG, because he's a ranger to begin with. Everybody else is going to go to bed. I'm just going to equip the last of them with weapons, and then we're gonna hunt down all of the wildlife here. I'm trying to think if there's any other worthwhile way to do this. We could have somebody run out in the open and be like a fake target that they could all shoot at, but I don't... That guy will probably actually die. So we're going to just keep on doing it with the local wildlife until it... You know, we might be able to do it with Muffalo 1 if we build a lot of sandbags around him, or like chunks or something, and just have him run through there. But, I don't know. This way is more interesting. Okay, at this point I'm researching tube television since we seem to have a lot of our time on our hands. We don't really have much else that we can do yet. It's mainly just on our crafters, and I don't want to set everyone off to crafting, but they are starting to make some recurve bows, and those are quite nice. Everybody else, I'm just going to pretty much highlight whoever's in here, and I'm just going to send them off on the hunt. They will eliminate the rest of the wildlife, hopefully gain a little bit more shooting experience, and I don't know, it's fun to try it. I've been wanting to do this since I started such a large colony too. So let's just gather them all up, have them all out here, and hopefully everybody has a weapon. I tried to be meticulously sure that every single... Okay, great, every one of you has a weapon. Alright, we're going to kill... Well, first off, we won't start with the explosive animals. We want to get slightly better at shooting for that, and we won't start with anything in too big packs. Cougars are okay, because they're alone. Let's have everybody good. All their ranges... Oh, that's actually quite nice, all their ranges show. Everybody's gonna shoot this cougar, and everybody missed. And most of you guys missed again. Well, the cougar is actually fleeing. Would not have expected that. Okay, let's try it again. And cougar revenge, and we should be able to... Yes, good, and no friendly fire. Great. Maybe the friendly fire happens only when they're right next to the target that they're shooting at. That might be it, if I recall correctly, actually. Alright, no boom rats yet, but let's take on some other animals. Okay, it would appear as if there are pretty much only boom rats and muffalos on the field right now. So I'm just going to have them shoot a lone boom rat, and hopefully it won't blow up. Well, I mean, it will blow up, but, you know, hopefully its friends won't attack us, because then our entire base is going to be on fire. Cougar, well, the cougar is fine, because the cougar is a loner. One is the loneliest number. Come on. Come on, everybody is missing over and over again. Okay, great, so we got that one. Let's put out that fire. Okay, great, everybody's drafted again. I'm gonna stick with the same squad to try to at least get them up in shooting. Okay, so that we have at least some non-terrible colonists. You know, it's not bad that they're all missing, because they are gaining experience by the shot, I think it is. Great, we got another one down. The other colonists will come and put out that fire. Great. Okay, now we're starting to get some shots in. I'm going to wait on the Muffalo. You know what? We're going to need more colonists for this. Okay, we're going on the hunt. Good. Let's take on a Muffalo. Good. Not great, but good. Not great, but good. Great, okay. Unforbid that. Let's just try to take out the rest of the pack before they all turn on us and go wild. One, good. Two, come on. You can do it. Alright, if they can do this to Muffalo, then they should be able to do it to smaller enemies, but we want to make them all good at shooting. They can actually be decent at this. Balin, did you get shot? He may have been a victim of friendly fire. Okay, he did get shot. Okay, so then there is friendly fire. Well, you know what? You go on, because I don't want to micromanage that too much. Let's just keep on shooting these Muffalo. I guess as long as they're sort of close. Ooh, whoa! Balin is right there. That was not smart. Alright, death in 16 hours. He'll make it. He'll make it. 56 medicine left. He'll be alright. Let me make sure of that. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, he will be quite alright. But we need to be careful not to do that again. Oh, this is great. Okay, keep on getting experience. Keep getting shooting experience. Watch out for Thorin as he comes through. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat this process for the rest of the wildlife. who are hunting off the remaining Muffalo. I think there's about 6 things left in this environment, so I don't know, it almost feels like we're outgrowing the entire landscape here, like this is too many colonists for this area or something. There we go, another one. Okay, come here, come here. Well, you know, we can get the rest of the shooting experience from that. Let's finish that one off, and one more, everybody. Okay, it is running. This would be the most terrifying thing. Okay, there we go, Muffalo. Well, it's not anymore. A Muffalo is being harmed. It will hunt it. This is not all the Muffalos, it's just that one Muffalo. Okay, we're gonna do this to the rest of the boom rats, and then I think that this is the rest of the animals in the region, to be honest. Okay, and then it's just about all of the remaining wildlife. There's like 3 things. There's a couple squirrels and turkeys, but we killed most of the boom rat population, or boomalopes and boom rats that were around. I don't know. Everybody's still probably piss poor at shooting. They got like level 1 in shooting, I'd say, most of them from that. So it wasn't totally wasted effort. And Legolas is level 1, and Legolas wields the LMG. So I don't know, maybe I'll have them hunt the rest, but then at this point, I think we're pretty much just limited until we can get a multi-analyzer, so I'm going to probably try to get gold between here and the next one. I'm just going to massively go on a big search between here and all of the other tribes, because that's pretty much the last thing that we need. And then at that point, we can start sending out groups to get more materials, but I'm really feeling limited by the amount that we just have here. It's like, I wish that there were more minerals in this area or something like that. That would have been so much better. But I guess we're stuck. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other tips. I might even at this point install like a mod if it streamlined the process of getting these guys to be 100 dudes with LMGs. That would be worthwhile. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!